This is Geneva's vlog, stardate January 21st, 2016. I'm thinking about anger and peace. That's what's on my mind. That is the thought for the day. Recently, my ex came over to the house and he apparently said some things, mostly about me, that deeply upset my mother. And I was talking to a friend of mine about what happened yesterday, and I made the comment that if he ever hurts my mother like that in front of me, I'm gonna whip his ass or something like that. Which I'm sure is a human reaction. But then as the day went on, and the more and more I thought about it, I thought about the fact that I'm attempting to live my life by spiritual principles, and I'm also a Buddhist, which means that I have to keep my commitment to peace and to nonviolence, even when it's not convenient or when it's hard. The Dalai Lama talks a lot about cultivating compassion. And for years, I've really tried to grasp what that means. And after pondering this for a good 24 hours or so, I think that I may be able to begin to understand what it means. I think what it means is that when someone acts inappropriately, even if it's really difficult, and even if I get angry, I must practice feeling some sort of compassion toward that person or situation. And I realized that being angry isn't really going to serve anything or anyone. Certainly it isn't going to help the situation. And I also really thought about it, and only a person that is very hurt and sick would, attempt to upset my mom, really, because my mother is a lovely person and she's only been kind to him. So that definitely, for his part, came from a place of sickness. If he were someone that I knew who had a fatal disease, I wouldn't be angry toward him, And the Dalai Lama kind of talked about that before, how you wouldn't be angry with someone if they had a fatal illness for acting out, So it's probably along the same line to not stay angry with someone if they're acting out and they're acting, in a way that's inappropriate. Doesn't make it right, and it certainly doesn't mean that I have to condone the behavior, but it definitely does not warrant me losing my peace and serenity over it. And that is a huge amount of growth for me. And I'm sharing that with you because I hope that maybe it'll be helpful. It doesn't make me a saint, and it doesn't mean that I didn't get angry or that I think the behavior's right. It's not as if I'm going to say, oh, poor him. Oh, he didn't mean it. That is not the case at all, because I know that behavior was not right, and it should not have happened, and it definitely should not have been directed toward my mother. But what I am saying is that in my heart, I'm working on having compassion and being at peace, and I'm keeping my commitment to that, even in this situation. So I'm seeing his behavior as coming from someone who's sick. And really, that's all I have for today. So my intention is that you can maybe take something I've learned and use it in your own life. Please, please, please comment. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts. Love and blessings to all.